Auto Weekly news, and it's been a minute since I've put out any updates, and I apologize about that. I've been very busy, had a lot going on, but I'm going to be cranking out a lot of videos here coming up because we have so many cool vehicles coming out for 2016, 2017 that you guys really need to look out for, because they're going to be blowing away these 2015 models right now, and it's just not going to be worth it to be purchasing this year, in my opinion. So I want to go ahead and show you guys these vehicles right now, so you guys could get an idea of, possibly what you want to be purchasing here in the future. So now, I've talked about this before. We got the all-new 2016 Titan available this fall. So this coming fall, it's going to be a little while, 11 months or 10 months or something around that. But the Titan coming with the Cummins Diesel, and they call it the American Titan. I know that's going to irritate a lot of you guys out there that are big American Ford supporters, Dodge, Chevy, all that, because the thing is these trucks are designed, really for America, more than a lot of other places. We use a lot of these trucks, and the reason why too is they want this Cummins Diesel because Americans have a lot of toys. We have trailers we gotta haul, whether it's travel trailers or industrial type trailers or whatever kind of things. We have a lot of things to haul, and we need a lot of power for trucks, and so we're a big market. They want to do well. So this thing's designed in California, engineered in Michigan, tested in Arizona, built in Mississippi, and powered by Indiana and Tennessee, meaning the Cummins diesel engine, I believe, is the one in Indiana, and Tennessee is, I think, the gasoline version. Don't quote me on it. But, are they American made? Yeah, they're made here in America. But yes, Nissan is a Japanese company, just like Toyota, a Japanese company, sure. But they do supply jobs for Americans, and the taxes that they pay when they sell vehicles go to America. So, enough complaining. I don't care. You shouldn't care. Let's talk about the power. Let's talk about what this thing has in store. 310 horsepower, but, which is whatever. But 555 foot-pounds of torque. That is beastly. That thing is insane. And I'm sure once you put power programmer chips and do all kinds of stuff, you're going to have people pushing 600 pounds of torque. That's insane. So they got this Cummins 5-liter V8 turbo diesel. It looks beautiful, nice and red. In the next gen, they call it the Titan XD. So I guess it's supposed to be like a heavy duty, the beast of the engine, obviously serious torque, and it's in a half-ton pickup with better fuel economy than its gasoline counterparts. Yes, you're going to have to pay a little bit more for diesel. There are the upsides of it. These engines should last a very, very long time. I don't think it has mentioned what the fuel economy. I'm going to go off and say that it won't be out of the question for this thing to get 25, 35 miles to the gallon on the highway, depending on scenarios, speeds, variations, all that kind of stuff is going to come into play. Maybe 65 miles an hour is good for it. Maybe 80 is good for it. So it just really depends. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this towing first. The towing on this beast, it says that they were able to pull 5 tons, pulled more than 5 tons when they were testing it in Arizona. That's insane. The styling, let's talk about that. So it definitely has the towing capacity that you want, and they also put a gooseneck hitch already in there, so it's already ready to go. So if you have big travel trailers and all kinds of toy haulers or whatever, you can just hook these beasts right up. It's geared to go, and great engine. Nissan is known for the reliability. I've seen all kinds of good things from them. I personally like their trucks. Got a lot of people that don't like their trucks. Everyone's very biased. I'm very open to to new competitors, and it's not really a new competitor, but you know, open to who does the best job is what it comes down to. You know, who's offering you know, the best fuel economy, or what's the purpose of this truck for you? You know, that's what you got to ask yourself. So in 2016, oof, there is major competition out there. Well, let's talk about the styling though. You know, first of all, this grill. The grill looks good. You know, it's clean. I'm not overly impressed with the like overall design of this truck. It almost reminds me a little bit of a Dodge and a little bit of a Ford at the same time. Like I'm kind of getting the Ford feel from the front end, and then I kind of get the Dodge feel, especially from this two-tone paint that Dodge is infamous for. And actually, this color job in general looks very Dodge-like. We got this little port right here with the Cummins diesel logo in there, and I believe this is an actual functional port to bring in air into the engine and stuff like that. Let's see, the headlights look pretty good. You know, I'm not blown away by the exterior looks of this truck that much, but it doesn't look bad. But at the same time, you know, I don't think it's that great. You have the full-size truck-style mirrors here. Looks like they went with the same or similar style door handles on this truck. The wheels look pretty good. You know, definitely on this version, you can tell this is probably one of their hyped up limited editions or something like that. It's more of a plush, you know, looking truck right here. Keep going. You know, they talk about their frame and how you can take a bigger payload, and that they battle tested their chassis and commercial vehicle style. They reinforced it, and you know, it looks tough. It looks tough. It doesn't look super off-road tough unless you went through, you know, and did some more changes to the suspension and lifted it up. But and it could handle it with that torque. Oh my God, is this thing going to be a beast when if you put a lift on it and stuff? It no problem. 555 foot-pounds of torque. Ridiculous. They're saying that the ride comfort's improved. They have heavy-duty suspension for 2016, double wishbone front suspension, reinforced and tuned. At the back end is bigger, more rigid. Leaf springs, leaf bushings. They've bolted 14 inches of ventilated, hydraulically boosted stopping power onto all four of the Titan's big wheels. So it's definitely going to have some serious stopping power on it. They have an ASIN 6-speed transmission, and you know, that should definitely handle all that power well. They have a new transfer case that they put in to ensure maximum power distribution in every gear. It's supposed to be very rugged. You know, four-wheel drive. You know, that's pretty obvious. High-strength steel frame. New axle and differential. They swapped out the rear end for a bigger, tougher, purpose-built axle from the folks at American Axle Manufacturing. Vital component. Yeah, obviously it's going to be a vital component when you're running 555 foot-pounds of torque. You got to do it. I really think that this integrated gooseneck hitch is pretty awesome. You know, the fact that they put that in. Because, you know, that's really appealing to the crowd here. You know, what you're going to do is it's like one less thing you got to deal with. It's already in there. It's done right from the factory. That's beautiful. Now let's look at the interior. Interior is pretty nice. I mean, obviously this one we're looking at probably their top-notch interior, which you can see this nice stitching in here. Get a little bit of wood. You know, I kind of like to see a bigger screen in here just because, I mean, it would just be nice, but I think that they ran out of maybe the room to do that unless you made these vents smaller. You got this nice stitching up top, you know, leather wrapped. We get the wheels looking nice, push button start. It's just a good functional truck. I think that the seats look great with these little square type, perforated type seats. The different color tones we have going on here. Real smooth look, very warm looking interior. We got these cup holders in the back, which I really like the idea of integrating them up here because they don't really get in the way of the driver too much unless it was a fat mug and rubbed against the side of the seat. but they're really good for a passenger because it sucks to put them down here on the floor and they get kicked over or they run into the middle passenger's leg room. So good move on that. Now the back, what they went ahead and did is throw through all this aluminum anchor area, so you can tie down, hook tie down straps to. You got your gooseneck hitch right there. Hopefully there's a way around that. I'm not too sure what's up with that because obviously if you're loading in cargo and stuff, you're gonna want to somehow remove that or get around that. So I think that pulls out. Not 100% sure, but that's something that you're gonna want to find out. Now lights on, you can actually turn the lights on in this bed. You can see I just fired them on here. So you can see these lights pop in here to see what's going on. Maybe you're doing a little construction project back in here at night. You want to see what the hell's going on in your bed. Nice move, nice move. It's always good instead of just having this little cargo light here. Hopefully they're tough. Hopefully they last. Not 100% sure. I know Toyota's going with this where you lower the bed and it actually has some dampers in there to slow down the bed from crashing down. So that's really cool. I don't know if they did it. I think that's starting to become a standard thing in 2016. But, let's hope so anyway. Obviously, the thing's going to have great gas mileage on the highway and the city for what you're getting, the amount of power that this thing's going to have. It's a great segment. In my opinion, it's going to be a good move. We're going to see a lot of trucks kind of go this way. Others are going to still stay with the V6s. And we're going to start to see the V8s really disappear now just because the CAFE standards are getting higher and higher and higher, meaning the fleet mileage has to achieve, that I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I want to say they want a fleet average by 2025 of I think around 45 to 50 miles per gallon. You're going to have to look it up, type in CAFE standards. So you're going to really see V8s eventually disappear and only be in your beefy 2500, 3500s. But with the diesels, they can push that gas mileage higher. And then I think eventually what we're going to see is our diesel hybrids coming into effect. But that's going to be in the future, which is just around the corner. And, these restrictions are getting tougher and tougher. But another couple trucks to be on the lookout for, and we'll be talking about soon, is going to be the new Tacoma. It's going to be redesigned for 2016. Probably a new Tundra redesigned for 2016, yes. And then, so the 2015 model still, minor improvements, but we're looking at 2016. I'm going to be talking about strictly 2016 vehicles. I'm going to try to get to the auto shows to show you that. Obviously, you can look over on what's out there already, but stay tuned. I'll be giving you guys updates and letting you know what a good truck to pick is. But overall, like I said, if you're hauling a lot of stuff, if you need that gooseneck trailer capability, if you need something, but without going to the 2500 size, and you want something diesel, and you want something reliable with a freaking Cummins diesel engine in that, with the Nissan's been a great truck, this is an excellent vehicle for you for that circumstance. So stay tuned, check it out. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll talk to you guys soon.